888-848-9432.
Welcome back to Get Down to Business. We are the show all about small business jobs and entrepreneurship, powered by our friends at Tandem HR. What a fantastic lineup of guests. Learned about health insurance, learned about some fantastic causes, and now we're going to learn about a small business based outside of state lines, but not too far away. Paula, welcome to Get Down to Business. First time on the air, but hopefully not the last.
I hope not, Shalom. It's nice. Thank you for having me here.
Absolutely. D&M Imaging. Tell us a little bit about that.
D&M Imaging is a professional photo printer. We are a small business out of Crown Point, Indiana.
Crown Point, Indiana, fantastic. And how long have you been in business?
We started in 2004 with D&M Imaging, and that's the professional side of our business. So if you're a professional photographer, you want to look us up because we have great service and great quality. But we also run a little retail business called oneclickpics.com. That's oneclickpix.com. I
love it. Fantastic. And, of course, we'll make sure that we talk about some examples of some of your happy customers because I know you've been doing this for quite a while. But you're joined here in studio by your husband, Mike. You made the trip out over here. Happy Mother's Day to you. And you guys are in business together.
We are. We live together and we work together.
And you're doing it with a smile on your face.
And we're also best friends.
Well, hey, all of the above. That's fantastic. That's great. So a lot of businesses, I've always been fascinated by how businesses are formed. And you mentioned sort of the length of the business, but that doesn't really tell us why you started this business and really unique product. And again, we're going to talk some more about the products and the solutions that D&M and One Click Pics that you're offering. But why this? How did you get into it?
Well, my husband actually worked for a professional photo printer, another one that happened to have been located in Crown Point, Indiana. And the business got sold. And it got sold to a company that didn't run it the way that it had been run. It was always very service-oriented, and then all of a sudden it wasn't very service-oriented anymore. Long story short, Mike left that company, and we just decided, hey, here we are. We're approaching 40 at that time, and the opportunities are now going to be what we make them.
Absolutely, and you're very passionate about what you do, and that's clear through your websites, which are beautiful websites. And I don't want to talk too much about the competition that's out there, but we do know that there are some large companies that do similar things, not quite with the same, I guess, dedication and focus on detail. But you have a blog on D&M Imaging. You have a blog on or some tips on One Click Pics, which really is relevant to a lot of our listeners. You're sharing people's memories, and you don't take that responsibility very lightly, do you?
We do not. The moments that we print for you, when we print your photographs, those are the moments that weave the whole fabric of your life. And you need to preserve those forever. And we're very cognizant of the fact that it's not just a photograph, it's actually your life that we're printing. And so we do that as best we can. We look at every image that comes in. Nothing goes out without us having actually eyed the color, eyed the density of the image to make sure that it's the absolute best that can be made from your digital file.
So, Paul, I want to talk about the process and the bit of, call it the technology. Our listeners, surely it's Mother's Day, great timing, and I certainly want to continue that conversation over the next few minutes, talking about memories and talking about all of the things that we're all so appreciative to our moms for. I know my mom and mother-in-law are listening on the air, so happy Mother's Day to everyone. But so somebody listens to the program, they go on oneclickpics.com, they upload. I'm assuming they have the ability to upload their picture. Let's say it's not of the best quality. What would happen?
Well, that does happen, unfortunately. We do. Everybody's got a camera. Not everybody's a photographer, unfortunately. But everybody takes pictures, which is great. And those that are not as good as some of the other ones, we actually work with those images. All they have to do is ask us when they place an order, and it's just we've already got that built out there. Do you want us to look at your image and fix it? That's one of the questions we ask when we order, which, by the way, you can do from your telephone, from your pad, or from your laptop or desktop.
That's a huge differentiator where you're not just processing, you're not just obviously with people's permission, and people are telling you they want you to look at the pictures, they want you to help along in the process, but there's a person behind it, somebody that actually has memories of your own, and that's a big part of the business, which is really, really important. So I know what happens at oneclickpics.com stays at oneclickpics.com, but have you seen some pretty terrible pictures taken?
Well, we've seen some pretty terrible pictures submitted. It doesn't mean it was taken by the person who submitted them.
No judgments.
No judgments. But we can do a lot to fix them. So when something comes in and it's been taken on an iPhone and it's a very small file, we'll do everything we can to make that file its absolute best. Or it's taken, somebody took it in the bright sunlight and people are blown out. We do our best to bring down the shadows and to make everything better so that the density is there, and we do what we can to recover whatever data was taken with that digital camera.
So we're broadcasting out of the beautiful WND studios here in Elk Grove Village. You're in Crown Point, Indiana. Your business is based in Crown Point, Indiana, and but listeners from around the country that might be tuning into a podcast or something like that, are you able to service families and businesses all over?
We hit every state in the union, absolutely. We do. A lot of orders come in every day. We send them out through the mail service and have them to people within 2 to 3 days, for the most part across the country.
Oh, fantastic. Well, certainly people don't want to wait too long. I was just walking through a store and I was reminded that very soon after Mother's Day comes Father's Day. So that's right around the corner. So people don't wait too long. We're going to be right back after this very quick break. We're going to talk a little bit more about the professional side of the business. We're going to talk a little bit about again, the story behind One Click Picks and why you're doing what you're doing, and perhaps some tips for families, tips for moms that are out there to make their memories last. We all have those memories. Again, happy Mother's Day to all of our listeners, and we'll be right back after this quick break.